And of course, our major conversation is live. We have our guest already on the line. We're looking at the situation in River State, of course, following the event of the weekend, where we had the Renewed Hope ambassadors inaugurated in River State. And the person who did that was the Honorable Minister of the FCT and former Governor of River State, Chief Yason Wike. This probably cementing his position, status as the political leader in River State. Now, you juxtapose that, you add to that the news today in today's papers, particularly this day, that the president has waded in into the matter and has told Governor Fobra to recognize Yason Wike as political leader in River State of both PDP and APC. Well, your guess is as good as mine. We have on the line the leader of the River State Civil Society's organization, Ms. Nefa Georgewell. Nefa, good morning to you. Thank you very much for joining us.
Good morning, Kofi Bartels. Good morning, Andrea.
Yes. You know, it's been a while since we spoke. Is it chairman of River Reefsco, right? Chairman. That's the correct.
Yes.
Okay, chairman. All right. So this is the group, an umbrella body of civil society organizations in River State. We'll have someone joining us along the line. But Nefa, what's your please give us a sense of what's happening in Port Harcourt, River State? What's the atmosphere like? Like, you know, we've been expecting peace, but it seems that peace has been elusive. We saw what happened at Capital Madi Polytechnic over the weekend, where the Renewed Hope Ambassadors was inaugurated, and it was former Governor Yason Wike who did the inauguration. Can you give us a sense of what's been happening in River State over the last few days, please?
River State is brother. In River State, politics is a means of production. By that I mean a part of the job employment or company you have in River State is politics. Bitter, bad, bitter taste. But that's our reality. Of course, especially in the Niger Delta, where there is free money, 30% derivation, and several other resources from internal generated revenue. And of course, most of the governors just superintend over one or two local governments on behalf of all the local governments. Mm-hmm. You know, in such situations, you see there is a lot of money, you know, compared to other states. We have like 5-10 functional seats. So we have government spend a lot of money on this. But River State just have Port Harcourt and Odi Agbo, and every other state is largely ungoverned by the state. So the government just revolve around Odi Agbo and Port Harcourt City local government, make noise and put money in their pocket. So in that kind of environment, the contestation is about development, it's not about creating new cities, it's not about technology, it's not about deployment. It is more about who gets what and how, who controls this huge unspent resource. What is all that is happening? So a lot of contestation. Of course, we have the former governor who sees himself as a pseudo-governor, who wants to share, who wants to partake in the spoils of these huge resources I've mentioned, you know, coming from internal generated revenue, coming from a federal allocation, coming from 30% derivation allocations, you know. So because of, and I just painted a picture that the government just revolve around Odi Agbo and Falga for 4 years and 8 years, depending the re-election. So this free money that is supposed to be used to develop a local government as Toro, it's just pocketed in one man's pocket. At best, they will just go to these other exits I'm talking about, Pink Health Center, and make so much money, you know, around it. You know, so this free money creates room for this condition. But as per the atmosphere, people, I think if you do a rough, I'm a researcher, I have not done research, but in the face of in the face calculation, one can say that people seem to have sympathy for the governor. they're thinking that, oh, he's the current governor, he should be allowed to have his shot, and the judge based on his shot, and nobody should come and change him in his term as governor. And most people see what the minister is doing as being overbearing and being a very unnecessary and irritating godfather who is trying to superintend himself far above every other person. And that I think the general consensus is that the president, who is the employee, who reasonably people feel is using the state to compensate him, should call him to order and checkmate. And
all right.
For the so-called renewed ambassador,
okay,
or whatever it is called.
Yes.
It was an eyesore. In fact, the length of Rumola to Rumokuta, you're a Port Harcourt boy yourself, even though you're in Lagos now, you know what it means to grind the whole of Rumola and the whole of Rumokuta in Port Harcourt local government. Sorry, not local government area. You know what that means? That's one of the two of the busiest spots. Which is the junctions leading to the venue of the so-called event. By the way, some of us as civil society have been contesting what is really renewable about this show. That to now grind the state for almost 14 active hours of the state. Very embarrassing. In fact, to even make it worse, this is not even an event that the governor himself is attending. It's an event that is being primarily organized by the deputy minister, who is supposed to take job in Abuja, but has come here to see himself as pseudo government. Without from his own commentary, they didn't have the endorsement or the go ahead of the governor. They just shut down. According to them, they applied to get the stadium. Government is saying that it's under renovation, and because of that, they went and burst into a special institution, blocked the major road, blocked everywhere, and do what they like.
Did you say they broke into that Polytechnic, Captain Elechi Amadi Polytechnic? I think they broke into.
Yeah, from their own commentary, they said that the governor refused to give them where they like, and they had to come and make do. So, and of course, by the way, that place in itself is even a government facility controlled by the Rivers State government. Like I said, the teacher institution controlled by the Rivers State government. And if you now go in that place to start lampooning and saying that, oh, by the next time, if they don't give you, they don't approve your preferred place, you are going to burst into the place and nothing will happen. By the way, the person who is making this comment is someone, when he was governor, he even refused political parties from having an office. As in, if you hold an office, you will come, seal it up. If you want to do any form of campaign, you will ask for outrageous fees. In fact, he ran one of the most authoritarian, autocratic, and totalitarian regime in a so-called democratic dispensation.
Okay.
The same person is now saying that this government refuses to approve. Not even payment. This government refuses to approve. It's private organization, so-called Renewed Ambassadors Organization.
Okay.
Private organization.
All right.
And if government refuses to approve it, he's going to burst into it and do whatever he likes.
Okay.
Shameful
NFA.
and distasteful.
NFA, stay with me, please. Thank you. That's NFA George, the chairman of River State Civil Societies Coalition organization. Sorry. I have political affairs commentator Ruben Izu Jr. on the line as well. Ruben, are you there? Can you hear me?
I'm with you, Kofi Bartels.
Okay. Would you like to say good morning to NFA?
NFA is my man, my friend.
Good morning is fine.
NFA, good morning and happy new year.
Good morning, my brother. Happy New Year.
Okay. All right, Ruben, you heard some of what NFA said, if I'm correct. You want to respond to what he said? He said, amongst other things, that for the inauguration of Renewed Hope ambassadors in River State, which happened recently, some days ago, it was an eyesore. The entire stretch from Rumukuta to Rumola, which is a very important artery road in River State, was blocked. It's like Ozumba from it's like in Lagos State from Boni Camp to to an Oriental Hotel, that kind of thing. It was blocked. And, they shut down the state or that axis for 14 hours, denying people free movement. He also says that they broke into, the FCT minister and his team broke into Captain Echemadi University and Polytechnic and threatened to break into the Yakubu Gowon Stadium, which wasn't given to them to use by Governor Fubar. So what do you say about this? Because I saw you on the stage at that Renewed Hope, full disclosure here, Ambassador's inauguration. I think you're one of the event officials there. So can you tell us what are your responses to what an FR George Ola said?
Kofi, frankly speaking, I think anyone who may be saying what he or she is saying is currently economical with the truth. Okay, the truth about the whole thing is we know how politics is played in River State, and we all are in tune with this over time. And I believe that if NFR wants to say the truth, the person in the FCT minister did not break into Kapnelechi Amadi Polytechnic. That's totally false. There was no time he broke into Kapnelechi Polytechnic. The truth about it is, you hear him clearly make mention of.
Yes, I can hear you. Yes.
Yeah, he made mention of seeking approval from the state government rather, for the initial planned venue, which was ought to be at Yakubu Gowon Stadium, and that was not approved. And they choose to hold it at Neleti Amadi Polytechnic, which for me, I don't think it is the Renewed Hope ambassador is not a private group of the minister. I don't know why he chose to call it a private this thing of the minister. It's not. It is a body that was set up from the national APC. The national leader is Uzodema, who is the chairman of the All Progressive Governors Forum. So it's not. I think I totally disagree with NFR. In as much as you don't like the dog, you don't have to call the dog a bad name just to make it possible for its death. But the truth remains that it is a body that APC National has endorsed to steer the re-election of the president. And in River State, the minister has headed that very group in River State towards the re-election of the president. And be that as it may, political rallies in every state, they say politics is a game of number. And where politicians have gathered in a scenario like this, NFR knows, even when he protests as a civil society person, he disrupts the movement of other citizens. He is aware, even when he does his own business as a civil society organization leader, he does violate the privacy of other individuals and other passerby.
Are you talking about my guest?
No, what I'm saying is, when you try
are you referring to my guest?
I'm saying is because I heard him clearly talking about the gathering of this thing that they actually disrupted movement and all that. So I'm just giving an overview of what happened.
Okay, that he too also disrupts movements in Port Harcourt with his civil society activities.
When he does his own business as a civil society protesting.
Oh, you're calling it business?
Yeah, he does violate the free flow of traffic.
And if is that true?
Something.
Please, let's allow him have the time, please.
Okay, all right. Ruben, go.
And campaigns of politicians and co definitely comes in the kinds like the one we saw in Kapnelechi Amadi Polytechnic. Definitely within that environment, even if not for the minister, even if the governor wants to go for even the inauguration of his project, state project, or flagging off of state project, there are traffic that will be observed within that.
Okay, Ruben, let me stay you here to this part. Now, last time we had you on the program, the National Working Committee of All Progressives Congress had said that the leader of APC in River State is Governor Simlai Fubara. Looking at what happened with the launching of the Renewed Hope ambassadors in River State, is that still the case?
Kofi Bartels, I think many things is easier being said from the local palace, like they say, use your tongue and count your teeth. Sometimes if you tease and ask somebody to count, they may not get the exact number even when they are seeing it. So known or counted is using your tongue. Maybe you can as well do so as a traditionalist. If the national, I said this some time ago, Kofi, when we spoke, I have no grounds when you say I am the leader or someone else is the leader. You know, I can choose to call you Kofi Bartels leader of radio stations to me or leader of the media. But I choose to use NFR as someone who does my everything in the media. Does that make it obvious to me that my choice to handle my media things is NFR, but I call you the leader of my media? That is exactly what is happening in River State. Okay. Let no one deceive anyone.
All right.
You know, recently, the argument has been there before the Renewed Hope was formed. And a lot of persons who was expecting that the governor will have a say as to who spearhead that forum in River State. But surprisingly, it was the former PDP chairman and current appointee at the federal level nominated by the FCT minister, Ambassador Desmond Akao, who leads that very group. Aside that, the last by-elections primaries that took place in the APC, everybody thought, the governor is the leader of the state and should be able to have a say as to who emerges as a candidate. Well, as the story also tells, it is the minister who does so. All the appointments as to federal appointments from River State, including ambassadors, are all loyalists to the FCT minister. Does this speak a lot when it comes to you telling the public that the governor is the leader as in APC organogram, but the FCT minister, who is not yet a member, has been said widely, is the one controlling things in the state? It's not me saying, and it's not me doing it.
Okay.
It is the federal government.
All right. Yes, stay with us. And if I will come back and I would like you to just respond to what he has said, particularly on this issue of leadership of APC in River State. I think that also is a potential explosive point if it's not handled well. So, gentlemen, please stay with us. When we come back from the break, we'll continue. And to our listeners, many thanks for your time. It's still the morning crossfire right here on 99.3 Line Nigeria, and for looking at the developments in the politics of River State. My name is Kofi Bartels. We'll be right back in a few minutes.
More news and information coming up. We'll be back in a moment.
Unstoppable you, fueling your vitality the whole day through. Embrace each challenge with renewed might. With Supermalt, your performance takes flight.
With 20 essential vitamins, minerals, and nutrients, one Supermalt multivitamin after breakfast every day keeps you going.
In life, the more successful you become, the more you realize that there's always a key factor that helps make success happen. Just like a seed becomes a tree with the support of the right soil, and the bridge stands tall because its pillars hold it up. Lasting success happens when the right things work together, like you and the reputable partner with the right expertise.
Get Value Alliance Asset Management Solutions today. Let's grow lasting wealth together. Visit www.valuealliance.com to get started. Value Alliance. We grow with you.
The holy month of Ramadan is here again. A month to submit to the will of Allah. A month to share. A month care, and most importantly, a month of goodness. Start well and end well with the goodness of peak milk at Sahar and Iftar to stay nourished every day.
Share goodness this Ramadan with the delicious nourishment of pig milk every day. Ramadan Kareem. Peak. Reach for your peak.
Who cares for your skin? Who makes you shine? Who makes you win?
Get ready, Nigeria! Win your share of 3 billion naira in the Nivea Double the Care, Double the Shine promo. Buy a Nivea promo bottle today. Scratch the card on the bottle and dial *7022* your unique code #. Follow the prompts to win 1,000 naira instant airtime and an all-expense paid trip to watch Real Madrid in Spain for 10 lucky winners. This offer is valid while stock lasts. Terms and conditions apply. Start scratching, start winning, start shining. Nivea is for skin.
Every meal I cook must taste just right. Rich, delicious, full of love.
We hear you. Your Maggie Star in double cubes. Double the flavor, double the convenience. The same trusted taste you love. Maggie Star double cubes. Made from fermented soya and other selected ingredients for that deep flavor and quality that only Maggie brings to your dishes.
Absolutely delicious.
Get Maggie double cubes today. Me and Maggie, so good together.
Here you go, dear.
Mom, you didn't add milk.
No need to. Taste it and see why.
Wow, but how?
Is it milky?
Yes.
Is it creamy?
Yes.
That's Milo 3-in-1 milky and creamy for you. It's so milky. I don't need to add more milk.
I love it, Mommy.
Give your kids Milo 3-in-1, milky and creamy. It's truly milky. It contains calcium to help your champ win every day. Milo, energy to go further.
Milo! Win from over 80 million naira in cash and exciting prizes in the Golden Hunt promo.
This promo, there's no need for advert anymore.
Because
my mom alone can hunt down any gist. How much more 80 million naira in prizes with the whole family involved?
Naija, let the Golden Hunt begin. Just buy any Golden Mon Golden Hunt 30 gram or 45 gram promo pack. Look inside for a unique code. Dial *8011*1# for a chance to win big. Promo ends April 15. 2026 Golden Morn. Make every day golden.
Ooh, yeah. Ooh. Such a good feeling. Everything going my way. I'm not even stressing today. I go the 901 way. 901 way. Found an easy way. Solving problems all day. Me I know gets worried. I go the 901 way. Got so much to do, don't waste no time. In real time, with one dial, I go 901, 901 star 901 hash. 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 Send and receive money. 901. Top up my airtime. Buy data, check account. 901. Banking made easy. 901. Need no internet. 901. There's no better feeling. 901. I can do this all day. 901. From Monday to Sunday. 901. Oh, I got so much to do, don't waste no time. In real time with one dial, I go 901, 901 star 901 hash. 901, 901 star 901 hash. 901, 901 star 901. Don't waste no time, 901, 901 star 901. Star 901 hash. Ooh, I go the 901 way. Star 901 hash.
Access more than banking.
You want to hear all about it? Welcome to the Talk Station. It's
It's more conversation and more conversation.
And then weeks later, there was a U-turn. Well, there was a coup.
Military arrest 65-year-old woman supplying drugs to Boko Haram.
If they know where they are, why don't the army go there and destroy the whole of that place?
Why is it only concerned about politics, bringing everybody into the APC?
Nothing did not take place. Those people are still in the custody of their abductors. Another one has taken place.
As Yusuf dumps opposition for APC. In fact, everybody in Kano has dumped the NMTP.
So Kwankwaso coming out now to say, I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying that he does know, right?
I don't know what these guys will use to campaign again come 2027.
99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
This is Morning Crossfire on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
All right, welcome back. Still the Morning Crossfire right here on 99.3 Nigeria Info. I'm Kofi Bartels, Lagos. Good morning, and many thanks for your time. To have with us our guests from River State, both gentlemen joining us on the phone from Port Harcourt, the chairman of the River State Civil Societies Organization, the umbrella body of all civil society groups in River State, and NEFA, George Will. And we have Ruben Izu, who is a political affairs analyst, both with us right here on the program. Both young men, very active in River State, as far as the conversations there are concerned. All right, we can take your thoughts. 0201 277 0993, 0201 277 0993. That's for a female general number for every listener, but for our female listeners, we have a special number which is 0201 465 7190. Please feel free to call that number. We've been looking at some of the developments, especially over the weekend. The inauguration of the Renewed Hope ambassadors in River State. We're having the inauguration across the country. There was one in Edo State recently as well. I think was it yesterday. These are support groups for the campaign for the president, who is seen to be the de facto candidate of the All Progressives Congress, even though they've not had a primary yet for that party. All right, he might go unopposed. Anyway, before we went on the break, Ruben told us that, and gentlemen, thanks again for your time. He told us that this Renewed Hope Ambassadors inauguration underscores or shows who really is the leader of the APC in River State, contrary to what the National Working Committee of the party had said, that Kofi Bartels is the leader of APC in River State, having recently joined the party from People's Democratic Party. NFI George Will, do you agree with that view? What is your take on this issue of political leadership in River State, especially as both APC and PDP are concerned? NFI?
Well, for me, I'm a bit taken aback discussing political parties with their ideology, philosophy, or programs for development and prosperity, which the APC is chief amongst them. They don't have idea behind them. There's a band of economy rapists who just put themselves together, who don't even trust themselves, who can't even live their dreams.
Did you say a band of economic what?
Bandits.
Economic bandits.
Yeah.
APC.
Of course, I can defend this in court.
Okay.
A party who said they are removing subsidy to bring CNG gas. CNG gas is good buses, we haven't seen one. A party who told us there is nothing like subsidy and have increased the price of PMS from around 195, 200 to around 300 to an imaginable height of 1,500 naira, 1,000, even above 800 naira. And yet we are hearing the money that is spent on subsidy in this no subsidy regime is bigger than any other regime that is actually subsidy. What do you call that? But so just so you don't deviate. The point I was trying to make that I'm a bit. I usually don't like discussing them because such political parties, because for me they lack ideas.
So are you saying Governor Fubara is an economic bandit now?
Yes, of course. Now, again, I think for the listening public, I want to be unlike my colleague in the studio, who is a supporter of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and the FCT minister, and by implication the APC. Please, I am not a supporter of the governor of Rivers State. Neither do I believe in his philosophy. In fact, I have said from my intro that what you see happening has nothing to do with development. Be it Fubara, they are not, that's not their interest. Because despite the fight that they are having, the University of Rivers State is still coming to Governor Fubara. What is he doing with it? We expect bold ideas. We would have expected in this world of IT, AI, tech, driving everywhere. We would have expected the governor to be building industries around that area so that young people in River State can begin to use robotics to do wonders. And that alone will create over 1 million instant employment. All of these ideas are not advanced. What are we saying is just complaints about the excesses of the minister, which I agree, by the way. But again, that is not an excuse because the money gets to you. So what are you doing with it? So I think I haven't made that point. To answer your question, Kofi Bartels, even though I am a bit taken aback discussing these political parties that are called band, and by the way, there are many of them. We have APC, PDP, ADC, purpose vehicles like Labour and Co. These are all, as far as we are concerned, they're best of the same feather. The same people are changing names and rappers at every turn.
Okay. Also,
but hold on, Kofi. But for the purpose of the conversation, let me even answer. It is unfortunate that a party will make rules, and in the middle of the rules, the party will not change it. Because to even speak to the character of such political party. I don't want to say they lack ideas, and these are people without character. In your party book, Ruben, right? His name is Ruben. My colleague in the studio, his name is Ruben, right? If my memory serves me right.
I think
in the party book of Ruben, it is clear that when the governor of the state joins the party, he automatically becomes the leader of that party in the state, in their party books. This one has nothing to do with whether the NWC endorse it or not. Don't even need to endorse it. That is their standard practice. How come it changed in Rivers? It goes to show how people who don't even believe in their party books and the rules and regulations in their party, how do you now expect them to obey the constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria that is supposed to be superintending over every other thing in Nigeria? Why would they believe in it? When they cannot even believe it. First and foremost, the laws, the rules of the political ideology and philosophy letters of their own party that brought them to power in the first place. Why would they? Their own book said that immediately he becomes governor, he becomes the leader of the party. By the way, the man in the eye of the storm, which party does he belong to? The last time I checked, he said that he's a member of the PDP. And the PDP is here to do their primaries. The PDP is here to endorse any candidate. How come the same person who wants to become leader of APC is claiming to be the leader of PDP and is not even advocating for any candidate in PDP in the forthcoming election? He is going to campaign for the candidate, the support one of the major candidates of the major opposition to his party. How do we reconcile this contradiction? How do they even think? How do they even survive this way of thinking?
All right.
How do they even survive?
Maybe is Ruben Izu has an answer for you. Ruben, are you there?
I will appreciate it, please.
Okay, maybe he has an answer. Ruben Izu Jr., are you there, please?
Yeah, Kofi.
Yes. Okay.
Go ahead, I'm listening. Kofi.
Yeah, you have an answer for NFR, Jojo?
Well, NFR is just being NFR is not.
All right. It seems we have a problem with your line. Ruben, are you there?
Can you hear me?
Okay, we can hear you now. Yes, you can start from the beginning.
I don't know. Like NFR said, I find it difficult to even. He has spoken from a private sector or a civil society angle, which like a watch dog to performance of government, and that I will not join issues because he has done what he ought to do. I politically, I think these things are not a rocket science, because questions have been asked time without number. We know how these things work without anything. Yes, I agree with him that automatically, by virtue of the office you hold as the governor, you ought to be this. But we have seen exceptions to this. It's not something that we need to argue or struggle with. We keep asking for the how many years after the current president left as governor of Lagos State, did Fashola become a leader of his political party in Lagos State? The answer is no. Did Ambode become a leader in the state? The answer is no. Did also the current governor, what's his name, Samuelu is the governor, leader of Lagos State? The answer is still no.
I have an answer for you. The answer is not no. I have an answer for you.
Let me tell you something other than the way people looked at this whole thing. Automatically, they said the firstborn in the family ought to be the leader among the children. But over time, Kofi, you can prove this very wrong. The performance of a younger one to the family seems to be the one who enjoys decision making and some other decisions that have to do with perhaps family business and otherwise. It's not the first son. He may be the first one who has come out more matured and whatever. But the last born, the third of, as the case may be, is spearheading the affairs of the family on behalf of the father. I know I don't struggle with this. I have seen governors who have
Kofi Bartels, when it's true, I like to respond to it.
But in some other states, they become leaders by mere virtue of being a governor. But in the action of that state to the party, someone else oversees that. You can listen to the national chairman of the party and as well as the secretary. They say other areas, you see governors are the leaders and they are taking responsibilities as leaders in their various states. But when it comes to River State, he made mention of the governor as a leader, but working in synergy with other leaders. It tells you something is a bit, my dear brother, power is not served a la carte. Leadership is not served a la carte. You earn it. I'm not disagreeing with NFA to an extent, but I'm only giving the scenario where issues may differ from what you think.
Okay. I think NFA has he wants to respond to. He has an answer for you. Just like an answer for you.
Comparing Lagos State and River State is like comparing lime and oranges. In the case of Lagos State, the Lagos State leader, they are all in the same political party. There is no contradiction. In the case of River State, they are in different political parties. In fact, in the case of River State, when they were all in PDP, being a governor does not make automatic leader. Go and look at the PDP books. But in APC, immediately you become the governor of APC. The APC book says you automatically become the leader of the party. It is clear there is no ambiguity. So you cannot be compared because if this Tiwaju and Sanwo-Olu and another former governor, for example, they are not something. Because, like I said, it's comparing lime and oranges. Again, you must be very clear, just so that you don't get confused. You are saying that, and that's why I said that I find it very difficult having conversation around political parties without philosophy ideas, because the inconsistency is just too much. Is midwifing the organization on behalf of the president. Private, I use our private, and he was contesting it. That organization is a private organization. Whether it is even if it is owned by the president himself, it is not a government function. It is a private organization. It is just like GDI. It is just like other organizations, private women association. or the women dancing group. The only difference is that those who are in need abuse power and do whatever they like to the extent of blocking our roads because they are having their private business.
Okay, and if I think Ruben has.
They are lawless.
Ruben.
And that is how they go about doing practically everything they do. It doesn't make it right.
Okay.
And if you do material that has happened in Kokote or it has happened in Kafanshan, the truth of the matter is that what is wrong is wrong.
Okay.
And I think that we should get it clear.
Okay.
What is all of what has happened in Rivers, and that we, for sane persons like us, and we would like to, when we are open to criticism,
thank you,
is that the government should be allowed this time to rule the state. Our Rivers should critique and question him based on the resources and the availability of time that have been given to him.
Right.
And nobody, no matter how highly placed, should be allowed to interfere in that process.
Okay.
Nobody wants to come.
Thank you, NFL. Yeah.
He will be questioning and calling for accountability.
Thank you, Ruben. I'll just give you a minute to respond so I can put our listeners on the air.
Now, NFL, if you want to be in tune with modern realities and even till the law is meant for man and not man for the law. So I don't know, in as much you made mention of what these things are subject to review based on they say when you go to Rome, you behave like the Romans. When things happen,
you cannot all be mad. You cannot all be mad. You cannot pick and choose which one to obey.
You circumvent things as to the modern reality or what is doable to you. And let me also tell you about family.
No, Ruben, I disagree. You cannot behave as if you are in the Banana Republic.
No.
We cannot pick and choose which one to obey and which one not to obey. If you want to change the rule, change the rule. Let the rule you have changed now become the new reality. Don't pick and choose. In Sokoto, the governor is the leader. You come to Rivers, the minister is the leader. You go to Bonu, where the book says that the governor is the leader. So that's it amounts to.
And if he still has the floor. He still has the floor.
For law, it's not about me. The law is made for man. I'm not man to the law. It's subject to review and changes. And let me also tell you, even to what you have just said. Have you not seen a situation whereby the family have graduates all doing well, but one who supersedes their father's company and asset is some. It depends on my brother. If you have not faced circumstances, you will not understand what is making the next man take the decision that he's taking.
I am the first son in my house. I am the poorest among my brothers. But I can assure you, no matter what happens, they always come back. They always come back to allow me at the lead, even when they bring the resources.
And therefore, you're not a poor man now. Stop deceiving the public, please. Before we ask you to declare your assets. All right, gentlemen, please stay with us. We have our listeners queuing up. I want to put them on the air. 0201-2770-993, River State, and of course the political issues there. 99.3, your name, location, and contribution, please.
Good morning, Kofi. My name is Emeka. I'm calling from Ikoyi.
Welcome.
Thank you so much for all you do, and thank you for this session. I'm a first-time caller, by the way.
Okay.
Thank you to the two very young men, Nefa and Ruben. I think the situation in Rivers is not new. It's been peculiar from 1999 till now. And I think it was Ruben that said that power is not served a la carte is end. Well, I want to tell you that any power that does not translate to the effective process of.
Sorry, NFL. I think you're close to your phone, so please just
Oh, sorry.
Okay, brother, go on.
Okay, yeah. So I said any power, so-called power, that does not translate to the continuous growth or prosperity of the people is not power. It's just dictatorship. And time again, we will still say it, and I will say it again. In the end, those who are worse off are the people, the good people of River State, my brothers and my sisters. They are the ones who the state actors, stakeholders, whatever they call themselves, come out and they use time after time after time.
Right.
Election, every election. River State that is so blessed with so much natural resources. Like NFA said, why don't you? What has even Wike? What did he do to empower the so-called youth? What is
Thank you.
Kubara doing to empower them?
Thank
Why
you.
are there no industry?
Thank you
Why
very
are you
much.
putting them as ambassadors to do what? Thank you very much, Kofi.
Thank
Give
you very
us
much.
time.
Thank you very much. I appreciate you calling in. Okay, we have our next listener, 99.3. Your name, location, and conversation, please.
Hello, Kofi. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, madam.
This is Market Woman.
Oh, Market Woman. Good to hear from you. Happy New
This
Year.
thing we are displaying all over the place is not how a leader should display or should act. What we are displaying in this country is just witchcraft and wickedness. Thank you.
Okay, Market Woman, are you there? I wanted Ruben to respond to you. But Ruben, stay with me. I think we've lost NFR's connection. But Ruben, please stay with me. 99.3.
Good morning, Kofi.
Welcome. Good morning. Your name, location, and conversation, please. Oh, you called yesterday.
I'm calling from Orilegon.
You called yesterday.
Okay, I shouldn't call today.
Go on. You're already on. Go
Okay.
on.
Kofi, I want to ask a question. These ambassadors that they are giving to these people, are they going to be paying them salary?
Ruben,
Or they just decide?
let him answer you. Ruben, what do you say to Pastor?
Yes, he will answer. Or they just decide that they want to keep the people jobless, unemployed, so that they can be used for this purpose.
Okay.
Because I can't understand what these people are dragging. Thank you.
Okay, Ruben, he's asking if the renewed home ambassadors will be paid a salary, or they just want to keep them unemployed.
Will be paying who?
If the renewed hope ambassadors will be paid salary, or they want to keep them unemployed as youth.
They can't, if I did not follow, you will discover that each coordinator from the 23 local government and from the 3 senatorial districts are being given a brand new 2025 Toyota buses for their mobility.
Okay.
And definitely they will be given stipends to enable them, fuel them when mobilization time comes before the election and during the election.
Okay.
So that is not an issue. We know the FCT minister and we know the president that they are one person who will not send you on political errand without something to go
without tip.
Of course.
Okay, Ambassador Musba, I hope you got your answer. Ruben, I'll give you a chance since you lost NFR's connection to say a final word before we go because of time.
Come again?
I want to find out anyway, we're out of time. Let me just thank you. I know the president, you have to read today's edition of this day newspaper. They said President Tinubu has brokered peace again. Before he traveled, he asked Wike to suspend the impeachment of Governor Fubara, while also asking Governor Fubara to recognize Wike as the leader of APC and even PDP in River State. You know, this is a new political dispensation. My own is to cover it. My own is to report the news. Ruben and Jr., thank you very much. Politics now, your mates.
Always a pleasure. Politics not your mates.
All right, thank you so much, and we'll have you again. It's been a pleasure having you, and of course, and NFR George Well as well. Thank you, Ruben.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's your family. Okay. Let's just pay our bills. I'll be back on the other side to say goodbye. Nigerian politics, there we are, mates.
More talk, news, and sports after this.
Every year, thousands of candidates meet the requirements for a university degree. They pass, they qualify, they are ready. But not everyone gets a place. At Miva Open University, access
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.